effort to scream ending when the salty water filled her mouth, gagging her. The current that was pulling her out and sucking her under was too strong to fight. In desperation, she flipped onto her back and let her arms go limp. Moments later, she was struggling again, resisting the horrifying feeling of her body being rushed out away from shore, away from any hope of help. "I don't want to die," she kept saying to herself. "I don't want to die." A wave was lifting her, tossing her, pulling her farther out. "Help me," she said again, then began to sob. And then, just as suddenly as it had begun, it was over. The invisible foamy chains abruptly released her, and she had to flail her arms to keep afloat. This was what they had talked about in the hotel, she thought. She had been tossed beyond the riptide. "Don't go back into it," she told herself. "Swim around it." But she was too tired. She was too far out. She looked at the distant shore. She would never make it. Her eyelids were so heavy. The water was starting to feel warm, like a blanket. She was getting sleepy. "Swim, Nell. You can make it." It was her mother's voice, imploring her to fight. "Nell, get moving." The urgent command from her father stung her senses and succeeded in shattering her lethargy. With blind obedience, Nell swam straight out, then began to make a wide circle around the area of the riptide. Every breath was a sob, every movement of her arms an impossible struggle, but she persevered. Agonizing minutes later, nearing exhaustion, she managed to dive into a swelling wave that grabbed her and held her and rushed her toward shore. Then it crested and broke, tossing her onto the hard, wet sand. Trembling violently, Nell started to get up, then felt firm hands lifting her to her feet. "I was just coming to call you in," Cornelius McDermott said sharply. "No more swimming for you today, young lady. They're putting up the red flag. They say there are riptides nearby." Unable to speak, Nell only nodded. His face creased with concern, McDermott pulled off his terry cloth robe and wrapped it around her. "You're chilled, Nell."